Hey guys, welcome back. So in the last few videos, we saw the 6 standard operations that can be performed on a binary tree when the binary tree was implemented using a linked list. So I hope that all those 6 operations on a linked list implementation was clear. Now with this video, we'll start the next subtopic whereby we will see all those 6 operations being performed on a binary tree with an array implementation. So there are few similarities between array and linked list implementation, and again there are few dissimilarities as well. So as we'll progress with this video, all of those similarities and dissimilarities will get unfolded. So let's get started. Now before we deep dive into the array implementation of a binary tree, let's quickly recap how does a tree looks like when it is implemented using an array. So as we have already seen that this is how a binary tree looks like at a logical level. Now when we implement this tree using an array, it changes a bit. So here we have an array, and what we do is we typically avoid the 0th cell and we start inserting from the first cell. And the formula that we use to insert nodes in this array is left child will be cell number 2 into x and right child will be cell number 2x plus 1. Now what is this x? X is the cell number of the parent node. So let's say if we want to insert number 15. So the parent for number 15 is 100. So where is 100 located? It is located at cell number 2. So now where will 15 be inserted? Since 15 is a right node, we will use this formula, that is 2x plus 1. So this becomes 2 into 2 because the value of x is 2 plus 1, that is 5. So we insert 15 at 5th cell. Similarly, if we want to insert 222 in this array, how we'll do that? So 222's parent is 50, it is at cell number 4, and 222 is the left child. So we'll use this formula, that is 2 into parent cell number, which is 4. So this becomes 4, 4 into 2, 8. So we'll insert 222 on 8th cell. Fine. So I hope you have understood how do we represent a binary tree using an array. Now let's see the standard operations that we can perform on a binary tree. So the first operation that can be performed on a binary tree is creation of a binary tree. So creating a binary tree in array implementation is very simple. All that we have to do is we have to create a blank array of size. Now what is the value of size? That will be given by user. It can be 10, 20, 50, 100 or whatever. So once we have created this blank array, what we have to do is we have to update last used index. This is a variable and we have to change it to 0. Now why do we need this variable? So as the name suggests, this variable keeps a track on which cell was last used. Now we need to keep a track on that so that when we are inserting a new node in this binary tree, it becomes very simple. So we'll see that in the insertion video. So as of now, just keep it simple that this variable needs to be initialized with 0. So now we have a blank array which is created to store a binary tree in it. So right now the tree is an empty tree having no node in it. Fine. Now let's see how does the time and space complexity of this algorithm looks like. So creating a blank array will take order of 1 time, and updating this variable will also take order of 1 time. So the time complexity becomes order of 1. Space complexity is order of n because n is the size of the array which is given by user. So it will be order of n space complexity. Fine. So I hope you have understood how to create a empty binary tree in an array implementation. Now in the next video, let's see how we can insert new node in a binary tree for a array implementation. So let's do that in the next video. Thanks for your time. See you in the next video.